Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my February favourites. I've got a couple of makeup, one hair product and some skincare which I want to share with you this month. I'm looking forward to share with you guys all the goodies that I've accumulated. Also, please comment down below what were your February favourites. Let me know if there's anything that I should be trying out. I'm always interested to finding out what you guys like and what products are out there, so do let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which you can do so down below, and give a thumbs up to this video if you love favourites videos as much as I do. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a hair care product. This is the John Frieda Frizz Ease Heat Protecting Spray. This hair protector is so good because firstly it doesn't have a scent. A lot of hair protecting sprays nowadays have a lot of scent and leaves your hair smelling like the product, but this doesn't. It's very lightweight and it doesn't leave your hair feeling greasy or oily, which is always a plus. It's very hygienic and keeps your product in place the whole time. As you can see on the side, it has this little button so you can close it and then unlock it at the same time, which is also very useful, and it has a spray so it sprays evenly. So yeah, next I'm going to share with you a skincare product. I believe last month I showed you a similar product, but this is different. This is the Tea Tree Toner Water by Lush Cosmetics, and I absolutely love this one in comparison to the other one that I showed you guys last month. I'll leave that down below if you haven't seen my January favourites. But this is so much better for people that have oily to combination skin. I struggle a lot finding a toner water that's going to really help my skin hydrate but not leaving it greasy. This will really help your skin clear up and smooth out any blemishes that you might have, as well as relaxing your skin. So when you spray this, I spray this on a cotton bud, or I just spray it on my face and then I wipe it with a cotton bud. It really helps my skin feel relaxed and really moisturized without feeling harsh or like I put a lot of products on my face. So this is always good to use if you're oily or spot prone skin. Next I'm going to show you guys a highlighter. I know that right now there's a hype of highlighters and everyone wants the best highlighter, and there are liquid highlighters which I'm going to be sharing one with you in a minute. But first I want to share with you a highlighter that I've been using quite a bit this month, and this is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Beige. I've had this product for a really long time. As you can see here, it's such a beautiful beige shade, so it's a very universal colour. It's not too pink and it's not too gold, so it works well with all types of skin tone from light all the way to darker complexions. It's been in the market for a very long time, and I don't think that it gets the recognition that it should. It is a very universal highlighter in comparison to a lot of them at the moment that in my opinion are very gold. And don't get me wrong, I love gold highlighters. I think it works well with my skin type, but I know that it's very unfair for other people that can't use those type of highlighters. It has 5 different colours, and what you can do is you can mix either the bottom half or the top half. You don't have to mix all of them, so this way you can have a different type of highlighter every time you highlight, or you can use them as a brow bone highlight. Sometimes I use the top shade, which is the lighter colour, as a highlight for my brow bone when I'm doing my eyeshadow, and it works great there. Or you can use this darker shade down here on your lid, which also looks amazing. Just quick brush all over the lid and it looks lovely. It looks very bronze and glittery, but not too much. So that's why I love this highlighter. I think it's universal, and I think it has more than one use, which is always perfect in a product. And yeah, especially for a high-end product, you don't want to just be using it for one thing or feel like you can't use it all the time. With this, even though it's quite expensive, I think it's around £32–35, you're going to get a lot of use out of it, which is amazing in a high-end product. So in the topic of highlighters, I'm sure you guys have seen me use this product a lot in my last couple of videos, but this is the L'Oreal Paris True Match highlighter, and this is in the shade Golden Glow. Guys, I am absolutely obsessed with this highlighter. I use it with my foundation, I use it on its own, I use it on my eyes. It's such a beautiful formula. I think L'Oreal have done amazing with this product, and it's so affordable, as you can see. Let me just swatch it for you guys here quickly. It's such a beautiful shade. It's creamy, it's buttery, and it slides so well on the skin, as you can see. This is a more golden based highlighter in comparison to the Bobbi Brown that I showed you, but I do think that they have more shades. I can't remember what they are, but I do remember that they do have more shades for lighter skin and darker skin beauties. So if you guys want to try this and you're darker than me or lighter than me, you can do so. This works well when you're mixing it with your foundation. If you guys want to see me trying this out with my foundation, I've used it in my 2 previous videos, in my drugstore and another one that I did for Valentine's Day. So if you want to see that, I'll link that down below so you can see how it works with a drugstore and a high-end foundation. But this is absolutely amazing. It doesn't make you look oily, which I know is a problem when you're mixing your foundation with a highlighter, but this just gives you that extra glow that you need. It doesn't make you look oily at all, or it doesn't break you out throughout the day. None of that. It just gives you that bit of glow and that bit of dewiness that we all love. Also, it works well on your cheekbones. I'm wearing it today on top of the Bobbi Brown highlighter, and as you can see, they both work really well together. It also works really well on its own. It doesn't budge at all. I know that with a liquid highlighter it can move and it can sometimes just fade off the skin, but this doesn't do it at all, and I think L'Oreal did a great job with this, especially for the price. If you can get your hands on it, go and get your hands on it right now. You can get it from Boots or Superdrug, I believe. The next product I've been loving this month is the E45 cream. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, that's not really a moisturizer or an everyday moisturizer, but I've been using this as an everyday moisturizer. Funny story, I used a hair removal cream for my face and it absolutely damaged my face. I think it burnt my skin, and I was walking around with burnt marks around my cheeks and it was itching me and I didn't know what to do. It was a complete disaster. So I ended up picking this up to smooth and hydrate my skin, and I've been using it ever since. I've absolutely loved it. It works well with my foundation. Every time that I go and check my foundation after a couple of hours throughout the day to see if I'm oily, it's not, it's matte, and I've been really surprised because usually I'll be looking at myself and I'll have to either blur or powder my face, but I haven't, and I am 100% sure that it's because of this cream. The eye product I would like to mention is by Stila. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. Mine is in the shade Bronze Belle, and guys, I absolutely love this. I know that it's new in the market, or I think it's been out since maybe September, so it's not very new, but it's new for me, and I know that recently a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people have been trying them out, and guys, this is amazing. So the first time I heard about this eyeshadow was by Amrezy. She used it in one of her Snapchat tutorials and I was in love. Guys, this is the best glittery eyeshadow there is. It's such a beautiful formula. It's very soft, very light, and look at that. It's so pigmented. I've got it on my eyes today. So I got Pet Pusher and Curfew in the crease, and then I just put this all over my eyelid, and as you can see, it didn't need any liquid eyeliner or anything. It's such a beautiful shade. If you guys want to see again how I use this and how I created this entire look, it's in my description. It's one of my latest makeup tutorials. If you guys have a lot of problems, especially the people that are just starting out with makeup and have a lot of problem using glitter because it goes all over your face, or if you've already done your whole face and when you use glitter it gets all over the place, which tends to happen a lot of the time, not just with people that have just started using makeup, but with anyone. Glitter is just like that. It gets very messy and very sticky. This is not the case. I really recommend it for people that are just starting. It's just such a beautiful product. It really works well, and because it's got an applicator, you don't have to use any brush. You can just use this applicator to pack the product all over the eye, and if you want to spread it out, you can use a small brush. So I use a brush like this, and this one's by Real Techniques. This is the detailer brush, and I just kind of spread the product out evenly all over my eye, and it works great. This costs around £23, so it is quite pricey. It's not on the cheap side, but I highly recommend it, and I think that if you have the budget to pick something like this up, then definitely do. I am definitely going to be getting a couple more. I really want to get the black one because I think that will look stunning with a black smoky eye and maybe a red lip or a nude lip. Also, the purple one looks like a fun shade that you can use in the summer, so they have colours that will be useful for all type of occasions, which is amazing. So I don't think I'll ever be using glitter ever again if they come out with any more shades, because this has definitely replaced any form of glitter. So yeah, that's this one. Now lastly but not least, I'm going to be sharing you guys another product by Lush. This is the Santa Baby Lip Scrub, and they have a lot of other lip scrubs. This is just the one that I picked up during Christmas, that's why it's the Santa Baby one. But I believe they have them in other flavours. I think they have them in bubblegum, which I've tried, and I think they have them in mint as well. These are such good lip scrubs. They work well, they get the job done. They're not very messy. I know that a lot of lip scrubs are quite messy, but I just picked this up with my nail and then I put it on my lip and then I just scrub it with my finger. I don't really use anything else. I know that a lot of people use toothbrushes, which can also be useful if you want to have a deep scrub. So you put some on and then you scrub it with a toothbrush, obviously not too hard, and then it just gets rid of all of the dead skin. I use this on a daily basis just to prep my lip for any liquid lipstick or any lipstick that I think is going to be very long lasting. I definitely think that it's important to moisturize as well as scrub your lips. For instance, if you're wearing a liquid lipstick and you have dry lips, then it will start to show and it will start to crack around your lips, and that is not cute at all. Nobody wants to be walking around with dry lip. That is just not cute. So I really recommend for people to use a lip scrub. Also, in the winter here in the UK at the moment, it's been really cold the last couple of months, and that really does make an effect on your lips. So I have been using this one and it's been working wonders. So guys, that is it for my February favourites. What did you guys love from what I showed you today? Let me know down below what your favourite product was, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye!